15 two-year-old fillies, including 7 who have already benefited from a race or more at the Hollywoodbets Scottsville track, line up in the Allan Robertson Fillies Championship on Saturday.
Yeah, we're very excited. It's going to be, this is where it counts, because you've got the best of Joburg, the best of Cape Town, the best of Durban. Fantastic. And I think there's even a PE filly coming up as well. So it's well represented. It's a lovely race to win, this race.
Amongst the fillies are 4 feature race winners, including race favourite Miss Cool from the stable of Paul Peter.
Miss Cool, she just needs to see it out and she'll win. She's got a 2-length advantage and now...
After an easy win in a juvenile plate on March the 26th at Turfentine, Miss Cool caught people's attention with her emphatic win in the SA Nursery when running against the Colts.
Orangutan towards the outside, running out of time. Miss Cool broke away in front by 2 lengths. Another filly in the South African Nursery. Miss Cool adds her name to that list.
Yeah, she's a very smart filly. Her nursery win was awesome. Gavin was blown away by the way she extended towards the end, and she had a bit of gas early on, because we always thought that she's going to be a 14-miler, but Gavin got her out well and she was on her bicycle. She's a very smart filly. She's come through her prep very well. Gavin's put a leg over her. He's happy. So I think she's going to be a massive runner come the Allan Robertson.
3-time winner River Queraress was impressive when chasing Orangutan down to the wire in her penultimate run. She then ran third to Mercantor in her prep coming into this race.
She's a top filly in her own right. She was a little bit disappointing in her prep run, but I feel that she just hit a flat spot. We've added blinkers to her. She's worked with them. She's much more keen, because a 1200 could be the bottom range of her scale. She is looking for a bit further, but I think with the blinkers it'll sharpen her up. She'll be also very, very competitive.
Glittering Girl, she just needs to see it out. She's gone 4 lanes clear.
It's 1 from 1 for Glittering Girl, who showed her opposition a clean pair of heels in a maiden juvenile plate in early May.
We've thrown her in the deep end here. She won her maiden very, very impressively. She shows us excellent work at home. We've got Muzi Yeni on. He's in form, big race jockey at the moment, and I think she'll be there. We fancy all 3 of their chances. They've never ever worked together. I would hate to put them together, and I don't really like to put horses together to try. The race will tell us, but they all should be right there.
The Tarry trained Sweet Pepper won an 800-metre dash in December last year, before coming out 5 months later to win a juvenile plate over 1200 at the Vaal. She can't do more than winning 2 from 2.
No, she can't. And the funny thing is, first time out, we maybe didn't expect it. We thought she'd run well. She really impressed me, the way she found an extra gear to beat horses over a trip of 800 meters. And yeah, I got excited after that race, but unfortunately things didn't go well for her. And she had a strained muscle that took her some time to sort out. Lots of physio, lots of chiro and veterinary work, but you know, she's come right at the right time. Her last run was obviously a test for this race to see if we had her ready and, you know, if she could compete. And once again, we were quite impressed with the way she put the race to bed. So I think this is probably the best condition we would be presenting this filly to race in, and I'd be eager to see where she fits in the pecking order.
And it's Amino going on for victory.
Glen Kotzen sends out Ameena, who after winning her debut in January, came out in May to win the Grade 3 Strelitzia Stakes at Hollywoodbets Scottsville under Richard Fourie.
200-meter marker, and Ameena has a wing on every hoof. She's thundering home with majestic ease. Ameena, divisions above this field.
Yeah, we're very excited. You know, when she won her juvenile race, her debut, I said, John, put on the farms. You know, we won really early in the season, and we brought her back. And I said, do you think we'll be able to sneak into the Group 3? And he said, well, she'll probably be needing it, but she's so athletic, and she won it quite easily, needing the run. Richard's been here to prepare her. He galloped her on Thursday last week. He's fly jumping. I'm excited. When a jockey's excited, I'm excited. And this morning, he just said, wow. You know, he just said she's just absolutely spot on.
You've got another filly in the race, and certainly.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly, I gave you some footage that Andrew Bond had filmed for me. I asked him to do it. And you'll see the two of them gallop together, and they really both came up the hill quite easy, hard-held. The track was quite wet. It was after the rains, the heavy rains that we had on the weekend. We had to wait till Thursday, and all the group horses went on, and there's a lot of horses that went up there. And I'll tell you what, I was really chuffed with the way the fillies came together up the hill. You had to hold them together because the dip was a bit wet, but they really stretched out well. And young Jason Gates, who's sponsored by Preggy Summerthunderen, he can't be more ecstatic to have this ride in a Group 1. It's fabulous, and you know, he keeps saying, I know you like Ameena, but I promise you I'm going to give you a run for your money. So I'm excited for the kid. I'm excited for Preggy. She's an awesome filly. She won the sales race. Preggy is a very astute buyer, and he supports everybody, and he deserves a big one.
You know what, the field is not too bad, but I think my fillies, they should go well.
Glenn, this looks like it could be a cracker of a race.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everything's around Paul Peters' filly at the moment. She's got the solid form, and I mean, she absolutely pulverized the colts in the nursery in Johannesburg. But it was in the heavy going that day. Maybe some of the horses didn't act, but geez, I mean, Paul's not number one in the country for nothing. He's absolutely flying, but we're ready. We got two guns loaded.
Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this preview, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and hit that subscribe button on YouTube whilst you're about it.